Welcome to Season 1 of Bard's Atlas. Tonight's story was inspired by a work of art painted by Irene Munoz. Enjoy.
Incoming message. New database submission imminent. Bard designation.
Fox.
Log ID.
Log 900979. Subject. Her eyes.
Compiled. Begin submission.
There they are. The most beautiful pair of eyes in the universe. Is it their color? Oh, those glimmering emerald pools of sheer passion. I could drown in them every day. Or maybe it's the vibrant soul that dwells behind them. This woman, this incredible woman, she is just so alive. Or maybe it's the feeling I get when she looks at me. I can't even fathom what I ever did to deserve her gaze. But there she is, right there, looking at me. She smiles her dazzling smile and reaches across the wooden table. She's going to touch my hand, as she has so many times before. But each and every time, my heart beats faster than I thought possible. Just to be next to her it's a heart attack of bliss waiting to happen. Our fingers touch, and she takes in a deep breath. I do the same. For the moment, we're the only two living beings in existence, breathing air meant only for us. We're perfect together. She nods her head. My heart is bursting with joy. I nod back. She's ready. We are ready. I smile widely as her hand returns from behind her back. The gun that she's retrieved from her belt is the same exact model I pointed out to her in the market the other day. She went out and got it, just for me. You remembered, I gush. She beams at me and nods her head before then retrieving a large crossbow from her bag. There's a small collection of gasps from nearby as the other customers begin to notice this young couple in love.
Oh my god, isn't that a gun? It's a gun. Crap, we're being robbed, aren't we?
I feel so sorry for them. They could never understand the love that we share. My beloved smiles again at me before turning to face some of the other customers. Ooh, her face turns into a fiercely angry and intimidating expression. Oh my gosh, she's just so talented. She screams at them to put their hands in the air and begin emptying out their pockets. I feel a small shiver run down my spine as she smacks one elderly gentleman in the face. Ooh, fierce. There is raw power to her spirit, and that makes the knees weak, let me tell ya. But I have no time to admire her grace, for I must do my own job if I'm to keep her happiness alive. I quickly rush over to begin collecting the gold coins and trinkets these various tavern goers have collected. My beloved races into the back to raid the kitchens. Tonight we shall have a feast worthy of royalty, and she shall be my queen. I come across one young woman cowering in the booth. She is wearing the most beautiful necklace, and I must stop. This is just too much. The necklace is made out of emerald. Emerald! I am giddy at the thought of how beautiful it will look on my beloved's neck. A glorious line of jewels that will match her eyes. I grab it off the woman's neck. She screams something about it belonging to her grandmother, but I pay no attention. I am already missing the sight of my beloved's face. She has been in the back kitchens for almost 3 minutes. A man can only take so much. Alas, she appears. Once again, I bask in the glow of my beloved's beauty. I smile and wiggle a playful wave in her direction. She yells at me that there's a fire in the kitchen and that we must leave. Already the smoke is filtering through the door, but I laugh and tease her. What mess have you gotten us into now, my... Shut up and get the hell out now! she says lovingly. Anything for you, my dear? I call as I skip my way out of the burning inn. I laugh joyously until I feel her, powerful hands pushing me into a dark and deserted alleyway. When are you gonna go to the food? But she covers my mouth and peers out into the gloom, quiet and alert. She's so focused when she needs to be. When we are confident that no one has followed us, she removes her sweet-smelling hand away from my face and looks down at me. She smiles once again, and I feel my chest overflowing with affection. Sorry, darling, she says sweetly as she then licks her finger and rubs my cheek. He bled a lot. I didn't mean to get some of it on you. Oh, but I don't care. I must tell her of my gift. I must see the look on her face. So, my dear, I say, I have something for you. I produce the emerald necklace from my pocket and eagerly show it to her. She stares at it and raises an eyebrow. She says. Oh, she loves it so much she's speechless. Quickly, I produce a handful of the other jewels I collected. Immediately, her face illuminates in happiness. Oh, thank God you still got the jewels, she says. She steps away to look at the treasures I've acquired for her in the light. As the light bounces off the gems, I see it reflected in her eyes. Oh, those emerald specters of radiant fire. Whew. I move over and offer the necklace to her. I must see her wearing it. She glances down at it, and her expression changes once more. I'm not sure that'll fetch us any good coin, dear. No, my sweet, it is not to sell. It is a gift for the most wonderful woman in all of existence. She looks at it and then looks at me. Oh, she says again. Yes, speechless. Speechless! Once more. I knew she would love it. Who knew she would love it? I would, because I know her, because I get her. I'm the only one that understands her. Of course I would know that she would love it. Of course I knew that when I took it. That's why I took it. Because I knew she would love it. Maybe later, she finally says. Oh, so wise and patient. This woman is impossibly perfect. A sudden alarm breaks the night as the sounds of men and women shouting to each other begins to draw close. My beloved perks up, her eyes wide. She grasps my hand once more, and we are off. I'm flying down the path she takes me on, lost in the momentum of our love. I race through the night, my heart overflowing with love, and my pockets overflowing with stolen jewels. Yep. These have been the best 2 days of my entire life.
End of submission. Database updated. Submission status: fact, fiction, uncertain.
Fact. Yeah, this has got to be fact. This has got to be fact. It has to be. There's no way something like this perfect could be made up.
Fox.
I need this to be fact.
Fox.
Okay? You know what? It's fact.
No.
I've spoken.
No, Fox.
Forget the evidence. Leap of faith. Leap of faith. It's fact.
No,
Done.
Fox.
It's fact. That's all there is to it.
Fox, it's fiction. You can't lie.
Quiet back there.
No.
Will you be quiet?
Fox.
This is fact.
It is fiction. You cannot lie.
Shut up, Japath.
No, you shut up. You're supposed to be helping me clean the library.
Go scrub a floor or whatever it is you do now.
Pick up a brush and you help me scrub the
Can't
floor. We're here
talk
because
about
of
this.
you.
This
is your fault.
Fact,
Fox.
computer. Are you still recording this?
Compiled. Awaiting further submissions. Standby mode initiated.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of Bard's Atlas. Her Eyes was inspired by a very beautiful painting from the artist Irene Munoz. See the link in the description. This episode was written by A.B. Narayan and performed by Preston Richard. Music and editing by A.B. Narayan. Bard's Atlas is a narrative and lore-building podcast that follows Fox and Eli, two traveling bards seeking new knowledge and stories across the universe. If you'd like to get in touch with us or submit a work of art to inspire a future episode, send an email to bardsatlas@gmail.com or find us on Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to leave a comment and a rating on iTunes. It'll really help us out a lot. And as always, thank you so much for listening.